Yeah, so in the last 2 weeks, we have been covering about finance, financial health, and in that we discussed a few things. We discussed how should be your financial blueprint. We discussed about managing your intentions, what your intentions are when you start earning or you intend to earn money. And today we are going to learn something more about financial health. And this is, an I would say, something contrary to what I've been speaking. So I've been speaking dream big in your life, have desires in life and everything, but yoga, especially yoga. So when I went to the Yoga Institute, when I started learning about the Yoga Sutras, so in the eightfold path, okay, the second limb of yoga, the second limb of yoga, which is niyams. Niyams mein, there was one part known as Santosh. So anybody want to guess what is Santosh?
Contentment.
Okay, Santosh means contentment. Anything else comes to your mind when you listen to this word?
Satisfaction, completeness.
Oh wow. Satisfaction, completeness, contentment. Beautiful. Anything else? जब आप संतोष सुनते हैं तो क्या मन में आता है आपके? Hmm?
Peace also. Peace.
Okay. अनीता भाभी आप बोल रहे हैं कुछ नहीं? Okay, I thought आप अपना हाथ आगे कर रहे हैं. Yes, you guys are very right. So why does yoga speaks about contentment? Yoga तो मुझे लगता है कि it's all about physical health, it's all about mind, but it also speaks about financial health and santosh. So why it is important to have contentment, what Priya spoke about, what completeness, that satisfaction, why it is important for us. Hmm? Okay, let me get back. Let me get back. Let's take a step back. Let's take a step back. Uh, my question to everyone, does money give happiness? Yes or no? Hmm? I want others to reply now. Priya and Ekta, you're done for the day. Just kidding. Because they most commonly they only reply. Does money give you happiness? Come on. मुझे तो बहुत खुशियां देता है. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
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 So this means that the more richer you are, the more happier you should be. Is
No,
this true or false? Hmm?
false.
False. Why? Now you said that money gives us happiness. Obviously, पैसा से खुशियां मिलती है. But now you are saying that more. Logically, it is like the more money you have, the more happier you should be. Hmm? But now Vishal is saying false. Why, Vishal? Why is it false?
Why? Because money is not linked directly. This is not the same graph that both of these things follows. To a certain extent, yes, it is. It is giving the satisfaction to a certain extent, but after that, it is flat. So
Okay.
basically, there are other factors which contribute for the happiness.
Yes, he is right. So this curve that Vishal is talking about, this curve in economics, मालूम है कौन सा कर्व है ये? Which curve is this? It is the law of diminishing marginal utility. Okay, so same thing with money is that. So initially, when you start earning money, it gives you a kick. कैसे kick मिलता है when you get the first salary or you earn your first profits in business? You get a kick. It keeps on rising, 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 rising. Then you reach a maturity point. Okay, and then it starts falling also. So after a certain point, if you have money which is about that beyond that maturity point, that point where it gives you the peak of happiness, it actually starts falling also. Okay, so if you ask me about money, like if you want to derive happiness from money, so yes, income is one part of the equation. Income is one part of the equation, but the second part of the equation is more important. So if you ask me about the formula for happiness when it comes to money, okay, formula for happiness, so it's a two-part equation. So happiness is equal to income minus the expectations. It is very important to understand ki how we learn to manage our expectations will determine how much happy you are. For example, just an example. Okay. Now suppose somebody started a job. Somebody started a job. He's earning 50,000 a month. राइट एंड ही थिंक्स कि काश मुझे 1 लाख मिल जाता, मुझे सब कुछ मिल जाता. हुआ है सबके साथ. आई थिंक मोस्ट ऑफ यू स्टार्टेड वर्किंग व्हेन यू स्टार्ट एट अ सर्टेन सैलरी और अ सर्टेन, तो बिजनेस में भी होता है कि इफ आई अर्न लाइक 10 lakhs a year आई बी सेटिस्फाइड. अभी 5 लाख है, भगवान मुझे 10 लाख दे दे, देन आई वुड डोंट वांट एनीथिंग इन लाइफ. बट व्हाट हैपेंस व्हेन यू रीच 10 lakhs? क्या होता है? व्हाट विल हैपन?
और चाहिए फिर।
और चाहिए फिर. ओके, और चाहिए. देन यू स्टार्ट लाइक yearning for more, and suppose I get a crore. I'll be happy, like it will be like the ultimate 1 crore, like 8 digits, and it gives you that kick. But what will happen when you reach a crore? Do you think will you stop? You'll stop there? Hmm?
No.
No, no, none of us stops.
Wants are unlimited.
Yes, you want more. You start wanting more. Hmm? So the key to happiness when it comes to money is income minus your expectations. As I said in the group in the morning, that the hardest financial skill rather, hardest financial skill is to get the goal post moving. This I learned from Morgan Housel from his book, The Psychology of Money. I strongly recommend this book to every one of you, whether you are a housewife, whether you are a professional, whether you are a businessman. Do read this book. It will change your definition of money forever. Matlab how you look at money, your relationship with money. It will change your relationship with money. So I made a quick PowerPoint just before the class. I just shared that. It's a very interesting thing. And then we will see what our scriptures speak about money. Yeah. So can you look at the screen? Somebody show a thumbs up. Yeah. So today we are speaking about the second limb of yoga, or the second niyama. Sorry, that's the second niyama, which is santosha. Okay, very important when it comes to financial health. Yeah. So as I said, the formula for happiness is income minus the expectations. The problem with financial world is that they focus only on one part of the equation, that is the income part, but they never teach how to manage your expectations. So we can very logically say that all happiness is rooted in expectations. So if you can learn to manage your expectations, to be content with what you have, believe me, that is supreme happiness. We'll learn about that later on. So now suppose if your expectations, जैसे मैंने बोला कि you had a salary of 10 lakhs, then you had a salary of a crore, but if your expectations keep growing faster than your income, you will never be happy with money. So this is a quote from a video, from a YouTube video. I very often see. This is again by Morgan Housel. I'll share the video in the group later on. Do see that video. It has many uh, analogies, many examples that he has given from many people's lives, that how managing your expectations can make you more happy. Okay, but understand this thing, that if you keep, जैसे income आपका बढ़ते जा रहा है, your income is rising, but if the expectations grow faster than your income, then you will never be happy with your money. आपको हमेशा लगेगा that something is missing from my life. I want more, and you start working harder. You do extra shifts. You come late from office. You start working early in the morning, and you lose your health. Basically, you lose your health. You lose your family. You lose your peace of mind. I have seen many examples of people like they have all the wealth, all the money in the world, but in the quest for more money, they lose everything. What was most important? Their family, their health, their peace of mind. So what is the use of that money if you keep earning money, and you spend the best years of your life after 50 years, when you have all the wisdom, all the experience, um, just filling doctors' pockets, huh? Or health coaches' pockets, like my pockets? Yeah. Ki, Manish, I have all the money in the world, but I don't have happiness. I have all the money in the world. People come to me with that I have been working day in and day out, and now I have this diabetes, now I have this blood pressure, now I have this heart disease, I have this cancer. Because you never focused on yourself. What was most important? Your family, your relationships, your creativity, your what really gives you joy. It's very important to understand this part, how to manage your expectations. So what Morgan Housel said, can somebody read out this quote from Morgan Housel? Anyone? Harpreet, maybe? No?
The hardest financial skill is to get the goalpost to stop moving. If expectations rise with results, there is no logic in striving for more because you will feel the same after putting in the extra effort. By
Yes.
Morgan Housel.
Morgan Housel. So he's a wonderful speaker, wonderful author, and he can speak on a wide range of financial topics. Do see his videos on YouTube. There are a ton of videos on YouTube, and this will change your mindset about money forever. Okay, I strongly recommend watching his videos. Okay, because क्या फायदा if you reach a certain point in your life, if you are still miserable? Does it make sense? It will be like like he worthless कि मुझे तो ये चाहिए था, मुझे आज मिल गया, but still I am terrible. So get your goal post to stop moving. It doesn't mean, see, this doesn't mean that you stop dreaming. मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि you don't strive to become the next billionaire or whatever is of value to you, but first acknowledge where you are. Here, this is where yoga spirituality comes into the picture. That we understand that whatever we get, क्या मिलेगा अपने को? What we get, what will in direct proportion to what we learned in the last class. Whatever you get, come on. Last class में हमने सीखा था in the last class. Sorry, yeah. क्या मिलेगा? What will you get in life? Is in direct proportion to your unseen karmas and seen karmas. Unseen karmas मतलब क्या होता है? What are your unseen karmas?
Our thoughts.
Our thoughts, our intentions. So first we need to work on our mindset. Problem is that people just they come out of college and they want to become the next billionaire. Yeah, I want to like become the next Warren Buffett, or I want to become the next whatever. But you first have to work on your karmas, your intentions. So whatever actions you do, see, this hard work, or I would say smart work, never goes out of fashion. So learning this skill that you have to contribute, you have to add value. You have to add value to the world if you want something in return. Sirf only yearning for more or taking shortcuts, this never works in the long run. This will only make you miserable. Yeah. So let's see what yoga has to speak about Santosha. This is Yoga Sutra 2.42, which says Santoshadanu Uttamah Sukha Labha. So this is Yoga Sutra 2.42. From contentment comes superlative happiness. No matter what you have or don't have, contentment in the now leads to superlative happiness. Now is the key word here, that wherever you are, if you are not happy with what you have, you will never be happy, no matter how much you have in future. Take my word for it. Because you will again strive for more if you reach a certain point in life. So learning to be content is perhaps the most important financial skill. Then following that with what you have today is destiny, and what will you have in future is free will. So be content in the now and work on being a better person every day. As I said, work on yourself. This is the, बोलते ना, सबसे बड़ा काम जो कर सकते हैं अपने, सबसे अच्छा काम कर सकते हैं, start working on yourself. If you want more in life, if you want to attract abundance in your life, nothing happens by chance. And most important thing is your mindset, your unseen karmas that we learned in the in the financial abundance session that I took. That your intentions, your thoughts, what you put out in the, you are like a magnet. Your mind, your thoughts, these are like magnets. So if you always think about scarcity, I don't have enough, life is very hard, पैसा कमाना बहुत मुश्किल है, this world is cruel and there are सब जगह चोर बैठे हैं, you will attract that kind of people into your life. And when you shift your attention from scarcity to abundance, see how the magic happens. We'll learn few affirmations. How do you shift your scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset? And this is what Adi Shankaracharya. So this was around 5 to 7,000 years ago. Okay. See, that time also people, money was a topic. So Adi Shankaracharya, those who don't know, he's like in the Hindu religion, he's considered the first guru. And this is what he has to say about money. So this is the prayer I recited at the end of the last session, which is Mood Jahihi Dhanagam Trishna Karu Sud Buddhim Mansivi Trishna Yallabh Se Nij Karmopatam Vittam Tena Vinodaya Chittam. Okay, so Bhaj Govindam is a collection of 32 shlokas, and this was the second shloka where Adi Shankaracharya speaks about money. Okay, so oh deluded minded friend, matlab mood matlab oh deluded minded friend, give up your lust to amass wealth. Give up such desires from your mind and take up the path of righteousness. Keep your mind happy with the money which comes as the result of your hard work. So this is what he suggested to his disciples. So he was walking with the disciples and he was giving this shlokas that give up your lust to amass wealth. Such an important thing. Don't, so even if many of you are starting a new job or new business, don't make money your goal. As I said that day, strive for what? Strive for excellence. You should radiate excellence wherever you go. Because you cannot, like, if you focus only on the goal part, agar hum khali goal pe focus karenge, so what happens? Your half of the energy is fixed towards the goals. Hmm? And you have only like limited energy like focusing on the process. It's very important for us to understand, work on the process, not on the goals, because results are not in our hand. What Bhagavad Gita speaks about, that your right is to what? Is only to the action, not on the results. So how much prepared you are when the opportunity shows up matters the most. बोलते हैं लक्ष्मी जी जब सामने है आपके, यू शुड बी प्रिपेयर्ड. एंड प्रिपरेशन कब होता है? डज विराट कोहली प्रैक्टिस ड्यूरिंग द मैच और बिफोर द मैच? Before the match, obviously before the match. My question to you is, do you work on yourself? Every day work on your mindset, because when the opportunity shows up, you don't know in what form that will show up. You should be ready at that point, that जब लक्ष्मी दी चांदला करने हैं तो हम रेडी, एक बजे आओ टीका लगाओ चलो. At that time नहीं किया, चलो मैं रेडी जाता हूँ, मैं प्रिपेयर करके आता हूँ. Because opportunity waits for no one. Very important to understand this point. Okay? Goals, results, just let go completely. Whatever is meant for you will come to you, provided. Now problem is that लोग उधर रुक जाते हैं कि मेरे नसीब में जो है मुझे मिल जाएगा, मुझे तो कुछ करना नहीं है. Provided what? Fill in the blanks. Let's see what you gain from this session.
We have to take actions.
Action. Action on what?
Actions to earn money, but in a taking the right effort, basically.
Okay. Anybody else? What did you learn from today? What action do you need to take first? Work on whom? Work on what?
Mindset.
Mindset. Work on your mindset. The most important thing if you want to attract abundance into your life. That's why when I went to the yoga institute, they didn't give me any stock tips. They didn't teach me any business skill. They didn't teach me any skill how to like upscale your business. But when I started working on my mindset, when I acceptance is very important. Where you are, accept your current reality. Okay, I am happy with what I have. When you detach, see how beautifully everything is interlinked. When you detach from your goals, all that pressure goes away. होते हैं ना कि have zero expectations from life. मैं बोलता हूँ ना, one thing that I teach to my students, my clients in personal coaching also, the first skill is to have zero expectations from life. Replace expectations with acceptance. Because human nature is such, na, you will never stop working hard or you will never stop striving for more. But when you add expectations to that, that is when all the problem occurs. I expected my stock to rise up by 100% and it has risen only 80%. Still, I'm miserable. Example, just an example I'm giving. I expected this much salary, and when I go for an interview, I'm getting like a bit less. And you are always, so all happiness is rooted in expectations. You need to learn how to manage your mindset. It's a process. It doesn't come in one day, but that constant reinforcement is very, very important if you want to stay happy with money. Okay, so just to end the PPT, one of my quotes, it is, anybody wants to read out this? Yeah.
It's not about how much you have, but how you feel about how much you have. That matters the most when it comes to happiness derived from money. By Manish Sanghai.
It is such a powerful thing that kitna hai matter nahi karta. You can have a 8-figure salary and you could still be miserable. And I know people in my office and my many people here who are just earning 3 to 4 lakhs in a year, and they are so happy. They always keep smiling. लगता ही नहीं है कि यार they have any problems. कैसे जब भी पूछो how are you, I'm fine, I'm doing good. पर मैं कैसे, अरे मनीष भाई, everybody is fine, everybody is hale and hearty. And I know people like earning crores and so miserable. यार, you don't know यार, because my neighbor is earning more than me and that is earning more than me. So it's not about how much you have, but how you feel about how much you have. That matters the most. And believe me, right here, right now, you can be the richest person in the world if you can learn just one skill, 2 skills. One is to stop your goalpost moving, and second is managing your expectations. See, I give you the formula for happiness, huh? Lifelong happiness. We all can be our own Mukesh Ambani's and Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk of the world. You don't need to go anywhere. You don't need to do anything. It's all in your mind. It's all in your mind. So few affirmations that we can do, that I also do quite often when I was struggling with money myself. It's not that I am perfect. I was also struggling. तो जो मेरे दिमाग में आया था at that time when I was struggling. So these affirmations I used to do. One is, I have enough to lead a comfortable life. You can write this in your book, in your journal if you want. You can take a photograph later on. There are 3 affirmations. I surrender to life's flow without any expectations. See, I'm not saying stop doing your actions, stop dreaming big. But what is also important is surrendering. Surrender, as we know that we are not driven by our own likes and dislikes. I don't wish for things to go my way. I go with the life's flow, but without any expectations. Last, very important. I'll just share the screen again. I am complete. You can take a photograph and just, because that completeness, what I think Ekta spoke about. I'll just share it again. Yeah. Take a photograph if you want. It's so important that we all are, like most of us here, I know personally also most of you, that we are better off than we were like 20, 30 years ago. The per capita income has been gradually rising all over the world. Why are still we miserable? Why are we comparing ourselves to others? But then there is no wisdom in comparing yourself to others, as Robin Sharma says. The only comparison that you should do is to your former self. That's it. Nothing else matters. The only thing matters, what matters, is the way you lived and how much you loved. That's it. It's about your life. It's not me in comparison to Priya or Mukesh or Vishal or Anjana auntie. No. It's me in comparison to me. How was I before? And no matter whether your income is rising, whether your income is stable, or some years it may go down also, I can still be happy, because now we know that all happiness is rooted in what? That E word,
Expectations.
Expectations. See how beautiful this yoga philosophy is when it comes to health. That is why financial health is so important. And this is like, Mutana, you feel like, yes, I have done meaningful with my life when you are content. How beautiful is that? Come, let's sit, let's meditate on this, on these affirmations for a while, and then we start with exercises. Come, just be comfortable wherever you are. बैठ जाइए. Just close your eyes. Just recall what we learned in today's session about happiness derived from money. The formula for happiness is income minus your expectations. And now we understand that the key to be happy is learning to manage your expectations. Just keep focusing on your breath. Keep your chin parallel to the ground. First affirmation, you can repeat the affirmation in your mind. I have enough to lead a comfortable life. I repeat, I have enough to lead a comfortable life. I surrender to life's flow without any expectations. I surrender to life's flow without any expectations. I am complete. I am complete. I am complete. Just feel every cell of your body is filled with abundance. Abundance is overflowing in your life because we all are perfect at whatever points we are in our life's journey. This is what was meant for us. We understand that there is a perfect accounting system in the universe, and whatever is meant for us will come to us at the right moment, provided we do the right karmas, the seen karmas, our thoughts and intentions, and our actions, being detached from the results and surrendering to the present moment. Let's start with a prayer. So join your palms in Namaste at the center of your chest. So this is Bhaj Govindam, verse 2. Moolajahih dhanagam Krishna Karusutputyam manasi vikrishna Yallabse nij karmopatam Vittam tena vinodaya chittam Bhaj Govindam Govindam bhaj mudhamati. Very slowly and gently rub your palms and with a smile on your face, cup your eyes, gently open your eyes. Let's start with exercises.